Now you go.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the PHUCK IT Show. So I might seem like I'm by myself, but I'm actually not. Say hi.
Hi, it's RP Killa here, and I'm behind the camera today.
Yes, because somebody forgot to bring a shirt.
Yeah, whatever, shut up.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we sure are. So I'm going to start off with...
Oh, I look cute though. Okay, so, how you been? How was your day?
Everything's chill, man.
I wish you could see him right now. He's literally slurping on a cup of noodles, y'all.
Yeah, whatever. So look, listen, check this out. I wrote down many topics, okay?
A lot has happened since 2020 started, and we were only like a weekend, so...
Well, I'm going to start off with a bunch of controversial stuff.
Oh, great. We love those.
The first controversial thing, and I'm glad I have this on your face, because I want to see your reaction.
Okay.
So, there's a video of a reporter talking to a doctor. They're going to call him Dr. Pepper. But he's explaining how Martin Luther King was really killed.
Okay.
Apparently, he wasn't killed by the bullet. He was killed by his doctor. So, after he was shot, he was rushed to a hospital. And the doctor was like, no, let that nigger die. And then he basically got all the junior nurses and stuff out of there. And the last nurse that was going out of there watched as they pull a pillow from under his head, take all the catheters and IVs out of him. And then they started to hawk spit and spit on him. And then they proceeded to suffocate him with the pillow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I know is anybody that's ever done anything wrong to anybody else, person, etc., whatever, your time will come and your justice will come. So therefore, if anybody did actually, sadly, which I hope not, did that to him, then they have a special place in hell waiting for them. So it's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, honestly, us, that we grew up in America, and when you go to school here, you grow up with American history and everything that happened in America. I feel like a lot of the things that are told to us, if you really think about it, it's like, did this person really die like this? Did this person, did this really happen like this? So, of course, I feel like there's a lot of things that are hidden, and I think there's a lot of things that are, kind of, they tell us what they want us to know or what they feel we should think actually happened. So, obviously, don't ever fully go into anything believing that that's what 100% happened, especially now in the world of social media where everybody's exposing everybody and everybody's, seeing everybody for who they really are. Yeah, I'm it's sad, but I'm not surprised, I would believe it.
Oh, yeah. So, even though I started out with something super controversial, did you see what Tom Hanks' son did at the Golden Globes?
So,
Big ups.
I did, and, he is super cute, and I think a lot of people were like, oh, he's cute, whatever, the third, but, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this.
He likes Jamaican poom poom, so...
I guess, right? But then again, it's the whole... I get it, maybe he did it trying to be fun or funny, or, he wasn't doing it with the intention of being, let's say, racist or anything. Because that's what people are automatically going to assume. He's a white person, he's racist. Not everybody that's white is racist. Let's just start with that one. And I think a lot of people don't want to admit that or don't want to see that for what it is. Not everybody that's white is racist. So I don't think he actually meant it like that. But then again, you being part, he's not the one that's famous, it's his dad. But I feel like you growing up in the industry and you being part of a world where
What do you mean? He's a rapper.
Oh, he is? I never heard of him.
I'll see. You don't know your celebrities.
Well, not all celebrities are relevant enough where people would know them. But they think they are. Anyways, like I said, he's part of an industry where I feel like he should have been more aware of what his actions and what he's saying. Because, sometimes regular people can be ignorant, and it's not that it's okay, but it can be a little bit understandable. But when you're a person of the media, where, you understand how delicate everything that comes out of your mouth is, you kind of put yourself in that predicament. So, but either way, he didn't get that many bad.
But could that be compared to like Alec Baldwin when he shook this black dude and he was like, "Stay black"?
I'm gonna move on to the next subject.
Alec Baldwin is hood, boy.
I mean, wasn't he on 30 Rock with Tina Fey?
Yeah.
And Tracy Morgan?
But also, he's been on more stuff than that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move off of celebrities and people that are famous.
Just be careful what you say, because we're in the era where everybody's so sensitive for no reason. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people need to grow some balls.
All right, check this. I got 2 stories for Orlando. Did you hear about the guy who got busted for methamphetamine, but it was actually Krispy Kreme donut glaze?
I want to hear this. What?
All right, so there was a guy from Orlando, old white dude. He got pulled over, and the cops searched his car, and they were like, "We got it." And they pull out like some donut glaze like on the tip of their finger and shit, and it's fucking Krispy Kreme donut glaze. You know, honestly, you've had a Krispy Kreme donut before, right?
Of course.
When you bite into it, you get fucking glaze all over your shirt. You get glaze all over your car,
when
wherever.
When you're a donut, period, you're gonna get a lot of things over yourself, yeah.
But the glaze was on the floor and it's like on his fucking floor mat or whatever, and the cops was like, "Yeah, we got crystal meth right here. We got him." So they take him to jail. They fucking do testing on it. And they test his body, his, like all that shit. He's never even drank in his life. He's never smoked. He's never done any drugs. He's just a dude who loves donuts. So I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link later for that. But, and then there was another one. A dude was I think he is either Guyanese or just straight up Indian or whatever. But he had an AR-15 downtown Orlando. Apparently they robbed him or beat his ass or something.
Oh, I saw that video.
And he was letting it go off downtown.
Yeah, I can see what's going on. That's the thing, like, I get it. Maybe that thing did happen to you and you were in a way somehow trying to stand up for yourself. But, like, first of all, you're from Orlando. You already know everything that happened in downtown Orlando because this was in downtown Orlando. Mm-hmm. So if you're a citizen of this, like, city, like, everybody's super sensitive about it. Even if it didn't directly impact you, of course I'm talking about what happened at Pulse. Even if it didn't impact you personally, it is still something that impacted everybody that lives in the city.
Well, not only that, but during Pulse, that Grimmy chick, Christina Grimmy girl,
got killed as well by like a crazy fan. So it's just like so many sensitive things have happened around this area with that, and then you're gonna go. And this is the thing that confused me a little bit about the video. He had like a whole rifle.
Yeah. Say
like,
AR-15.
Yeah, like I'm like, you can have like a little. I get it. Some people carry like a, you know, they have the license to carry a gun and they have it with them, you know, in case of protection, whatever the third. You pull up with a whole rifle. So now I'm even questioning if that was actually your original intention. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So that was just, and then I don't know. It was just. That wasn't the way to. That was definitely. Obviously, he got arrested, and you know, but that was just not it. And a lot of people could have gotten hurt. You know, like. Come on, dude. Like, let's be better. Let's feel better. Decisions. Call the cops. I'm pretty sure they're gonna catch the people, and you know whatever the third. And even if they don't, that just wasn't the action. Like, you could have been. I could have understood where you was coming from, but then the way that you went about it, I'm not gonna sit there and excuse you for it either.
Right. Well, that's that. All right. And back to a little bit of celebrities right now. Young Jock.
See, you always mention these rappers.
Young Jock.
I don't know.
Meet Me in the Trap is going down. See, you.
Meet Me in
see, you know who it is.
Down. I know the music now.
Somebody filmed him driving for Uber.
Listen, I'm not. I hate you. I'm not even gonna like talk anything about this because what was the actor from the Bill Cosby show?
Yeah, but he had a regular job. Young Jock was just on TV last year on Love and Hip Hop. So come on. But
hey,
the girl,
don't hate the hustler.
So he basically in the video, the girl was like, "Who are you? You look so familiar." And then the other girl in the car was like, "Are you Young Jock?" He was like, "Well, y'all already know what it is, man. I just figured, you know, I could make some." She's like, "Damn, you fell off like that?" And he was like, "I ain't gotta fall off. I just figured it's an easy way to make some quick cash down here downtown." So, yeah. I mean, Atlanta is the place where you can make money anywhere. There's so much entrepreneurship over there, but Yeah, man. So they caught this man doing Uber and wanted to expose him. Like, I don't get what people get
why
off
is
by
exactly
by filming people doing their job. Like, if you were at his concert, he's still doing his job. So I mean,
and what's the problem? Like,
we have this filming society, which is just goofy.
The
like, I've seen somebody
society.
get robbed on live or shot on live, and they just filming it. Like,
instead of actually doing something about
police.
it. Yeah.
Like, I've seen somebody hold the camera while trying to prevent somebody from leaving because they're committing a crime, and they're like, call the police, call the police. You have a fucking phone in your hand. Call the police yourself.
But it's more important to get it down on camera so you can upload it online.
Cool,
and
you can
go
ahead and take a picture of the person's face, take a picture of their license plate, but call the fucking police. You ain't gotta film the whole thing. Like, alright, cool, it's gonna go viral and shit, but because, like, everything goes viral except for my shit. But look,
right?
Why is it important to film it? Because 9 times out of 10, most people are just gonna sit on their couch and watch YouTube and go, oh yeah, that's fucking crazy. Next video.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, for example, like,
that's like a fucking moment.
The internet
out of someone's life.
Not only that, but like their reputation as well. Like, you don't know, like, for example, Young Jock or whatever.
Jock.
And
pronounce the J.
Jock. And the guy from the Cosby Show as well. It's like, number one, because I have 2 points in this subject. Mm-hmm. Number one, what is the problem with somebody having a regular job? Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I get it. Some people, like, they're able to be famous and they're able to keep being famous their whole lives, and good for them. Some people, maybe they're just a one-hit wonder, or maybe they did it for a couple of years and, hey, this is not fulfilling me now. I just want to go and be a regular person. What's the problem? Because, like, when they were making fun of the guy because he worked at Trader Joe's, he didn't Uber. So you're telling me that all the people that, like, drive Uber, they're worth making fun of because they work at Uber or, like, Trader Joe's, like, whatever. Like, and I'm not, people can say, oh, you're hating because you're a regular person. No, I'm really not hating. I grew up in a humble environment. I grew up with people who literally work from sun up to sundown to provide a living for their family, and I think that's very honorable and very respectable. So I don't find anything funny in people trying to expose other people because they have a regular job. Bitch, look at yourself. You have a regular job. So you want people to sit here and make fun of you because you have a regular job? At least you're getting paid. At least money's going into your bank account and you're able to pay for your bills and provide for yourself, you know? So that's my issue first with that one. Number two, exactly agreeing with you on that point, that we live in a society where everything needs to be recorded and everything needs to be like, oh, I want to catch this moment because I want to be the next viral sensation. Mm-hmm. I feel like the internet, it has its good points. It really does. We're not just going to sit here and say everything in the internet is horrible, but I also feel like the internet, you know how they used to say that money was the root of our evil? Yeah. And, you know, money, like, everybody was about the money. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, people are not even about the money anymore. They're about the viral. They're about being online. They're about being, like, here all the time. Mm-hmm. And you can say, oh, well, you guys are doing the same thing. No, we actually have day jobs that, you know, we work, we pay our bills, we have our families. And then we do this because, what? We wanted to bring something different to the table. For example, the topics we're talking about right now. So, you know, whether we make it or not, if we do, great. If not, I'm still going to have my job. I'm still going to work. I'm still going to have money to pay for my stuff and be a regular person and be happy about it. So that's not even the issue because, you know, haters like to talk shit. So I'm just letting you know before you throw the comment, I already have the answer for you. But yeah, like, it's just so
weird though.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, we need to be better, like, especially because the people that do this are the first people that go online and be like, oh my God, why are people doing this? Oh my God, why are people like that? Because of people like you, sweetie. Because of people like you. So and I also feel like social influencers have a lot of responsibility and a lot of duty to, like, bring a different aspect to their fans. And I'm not saying that all of them are, you know, like, out here promoting superficial stuff, but I also feel like sometimes if you have a platform, try to utilize it for something that's actually gonna make people be conscious about things. And I feel like a lot of social influencers, because obviously they want to stay in the hype too, they, like, sweep it under the table. They overlook a lot of things, like for example, celebrities. Oh, I didn't sign up to be a grown-up. I understand that, but, like, if you're a grown-ass person and you understand that you want to be famous and you want to have people, like, you want to make successful movies or music and you want to be known around the world by millions and billions of people, there is a responsibility that comes with that. It is your duty. It's kind of like when you sign up for us, for example, customer service. We're not going to like everybody that comes in front of us. We're not always going to be happy about being here and having to smile and deal with people and have to be fake. But we know that that's part of our job. So you kind of have to take responsibility for that. And I didn't sign up to be a role model. Yeah, you kind of did. Because if you have millions and millions of people that you want to follow you and that you want to know you so they could build you and make a career and make you money, it is your responsibility to set a good example for those people. Because I see it like, if they're young, like at least with like the Disney stars and stuff, I get it. They're young. Like they've been pimping these people since they were in diapers. So I get it, maybe they don't know any better, and inside of that industry that's already sick and toxic, they have to figure out how to be good people. But for the people who come in like older, or you're already grown, like you went to school for this, you're preparing, now you're there. Like, no, you know that's part of your responsibility. You know that's part of your duty, especially the way that the world is right now. People are looking at you like, come on, bro. Like, we need to be better. We need to do better because we're losing our humanity. Like,
oh yeah,
for real. I understand you not wanting to stop in the middle of the night to maybe give somebody a ride if you see them in the middle of the road, because we know.
What are you, Eddie Murphy?
Well, we know that there's a lot of bad things that, you know, the world is a sick and twisted place. But just in the overall spectrum of everything that you see, like, don't just disregard it. Like, speak on it. Be upfront about it. Don't be afraid. Oh, I'm not gonna say that because I might offend some of my fans and then they won't follow me no more. Mm-hmm. So what? Is really those are the kind of people that you want following you? Right. Oh well, even better for me. I don't have people like you around me.
Right. Well, hey, man. Speaking of YouTube videos, man, there's some dark, creepy shit on YouTube.
It really is.
No.
Twitter's worse though.
Well, obviously. I mean, did you see what I posted recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaginas everywhere. RP Killa at Twitter, go follow. And Valerie Rondon at Twitter.
It's Shizuku Reviewers. Now, next thing, Trick Daddy.
Who's Trick Daddy?
You are from Miami and you don't know who Trick Daddy is?
I know who Pitbull is.
Okay, listen. You don't know who Trick Daddy is?
Is he like a musician, rapper?
Yes.
Okay, what song does he have?
You don't know now, nigga? Who run up in your house? But brains out. You don't know now, nigga? Do you know who?
I know Trina.
Okay, he brought Trina out.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Anyways.
What about him?
He got arrested for the DUI.
No.
Yes. He got arrested with a DUI and they found cocaine.
Okay, yeah. I was the one that gave you the story on the Shade Room. Is that the guy with the weird...
Yeah. Just like he
looked like
he ran out on his haircut.
No, it looked like they snatched his weave off. That's what it looked like when they were trying to arrest him.
I don't think he wear weave.
And they snatched like half of his scalp off.
I don't know. Hey, Trick Daddy, explain.
Like the next couple of days?
Well, I mean, he got lupus and he said that the bunk helped... Bunk is cocaine and weed together in a blunt, but he do that. He said it helped make that lupus go down a little bit. But anyways,
I would validate the marijuana part. I don't know so much the cocaine part, but
yeah. Anyways,
but this is the thing also with celebrities. Like they could probably kill somebody and still be out next week.
Okay.
They have to go shoot a photo shoot somewhere in Italy or something.
Caitlyn Jenner. So, anyways, check this out, bro. Check this out. I got tons of...
I got a couple of things, too.
All right, so I think we talked about this yesterday. The Epstein autopsy. Bro.
This is a very delicate subject right here.
So, before I even get into it, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. I always tell you this every time I come on camera. This is your biggest fan right here.
Stop saying that shit.
Hit us up. Come to Orlando. We'll come meet you. We have no money, but we'll make it happen. Like, this collab needs to go down.
Joe Rogan is loaded. He ain't coming over here. Now, check this out.
I'm going to tag him on the video.
They were talking about Epstein might still be alive. I mean, he got the money for it. Lots of people used to fake their deaths. But anywho, they showing like the...
Tupac.
They were showing the in Cuba. They were talking about
Cuba.
They were talking about how the autopsy showed how he was beaten and bruised, and then certain spots, like if you were to hang yourself, certain spots are broken and there's contusions in areas there shouldn't be. So, and then all the footage mysteriously disappeared. Yeah. So it doesn't make sense, but. Yeah, a lot of people are trying to make sure that story kind of gets pushed under the rug because...
Yeah, of course. All the time.
One of the members of royalty. I think it's Prince Andrew, the Queen's son, was directly involved with that shit too. Like, I think they tried to like say, "Hey, we saw that you were involved with
the daddy of
one of them niggas." Look,
William and
might be. Who
Harry
knows?
who got kicked out of his family. Well, he left, and then they were like, okay.
Check this out. So they were talking about, hey, you know, so and so is accusing you of doing this. He was like, I don't even know that girl. I ain't never seen her a day in my life. A picture comes out, him with the girl. So
we live in the era of the internet. Do not lie, because it's out there.
And tons of those girls apparently have been in and out of the system because they all went through like molestation and rape and all this kind of shit. So, I mean, it's easy for somebody to fall like prey to somebody that's saying that they would love you or take care of you, or hey, I can make sure you got a place to stay, but you're gonna have to do some strange things for some change, or strange things for this pillow you want to sleep on. So, but hey, man, when people got money, they think they can get away with, you know, pretty much anything.
I'm gonna say my statement one more time.
Go ahead.
There is no money in the world that can buy you justice. Like, what's coming for you is coming for you. And I'm not trying to be religious, but even with karma, what goes around comes around. Like, all these people doing all of this and all of that, at the end of the day, before you leave this earth to going wherever it is that we all might end up going, because at the end of the day, we don't know where we're going, except the people that are already dead, because they already went there and they're there already. But like, we don't know where we're going, what's gonna happen. But before you get there, your justice will come. Like, you're not untouchable just because you have money or because you're protected. Like, there is a higher power, more powerful than us, you know, and you will get your justice served. It is sad and unfortunate to see these things happen, because it kind of makes you question, like, is there really any justice out there? Like, is there really anybody that's really about what they say they're about? But I also feel like sometimes the world is not enough justice for, you know, these people, and what they have coming is way worse than whatever physical justice could be done to them. So it will come to them. It will eventually. And you know, sometimes this is what people don't realize. Sometimes when life gets even with you, sometimes it doesn't personally even come for you. It comes for the people that you love and you care about. And I personally, because I lived through this personally, not that I've done anything horrible to a person and then I got paid back, no. But because I've been in, you know, you have family members and you go through things in life. I've seen it personally. When karma comes to you, it hurts more when somebody that you care about gets hurt than when you get hurt. Because when you get hurt, you're like, okay, well, maybe, you know, I did do this to deserve it, and hey, that's what happened. But when you see somebody that had absolutely nothing to do with anything or ever did anything bad get affected, that's when it really kills you and eats you up inside. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, the government is the biggest mafia in the world, next to religion, of course. It is the biggest mafia in the world. Like, and this is a worse mafia and a more ruthless mafia than the actual mafias out there. You know, because those mafias actually care about their family, and they have loyalty, and they have principles, and they have laws that they abide by. But these mafias, when it comes to the government, it's everybody for themselves. It's like, I'm going to be on top, and everybody's going down, and then, oh no, I want to be on top. And it's just, that's what messy things like this happen. But at the same time, I'm not saying I'm glad that these things have happened, but it also kind of shows you, like, a lot of people are ignorant, because a lot of people, like I said, live in the social media world of, like, but the people who are awakened, or at least have a little bit of common sense, when things like this happen, it shows them, like, wow, these are the people that are in the government, or wow, these are the people, like, this is what people with money do, this is what people with power do. And you kind of start losing respect. And not so much respect, but we hold certain people in like a pedestal, is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Because of the position they hold, or because of the title they have, or because of the money they have. And it's kind of refreshing to see that there are people just like you, and they're more fucked up probably sometimes more than you are. And this is the things that happen, you know? So when they want to come on camera, or they want to go wherever and tell you that, oh, you know, you're inferior to me. No, bitch, you inferior to me. Look at you, hot ass mess. You know?
Well, that's like that girl.
Because at least poor people, they're honest about everything they go through, because they got to go through it. You out here trying to be the perfect little life, and look at you.
You hear about that Instagrammer or Twitter chick or whatever she killed herself because she didn't get that many likes.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Like that, I'm
bro,
telling you, this is the world we live in. It's crazy.
I ain't never thought about killing myself. I mean, life has been hard for like me at certain points, but offing myself ain't never been an option. Cause there's still shit I gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless or not. I got a family, I got, things I want to do before I die. Like, come on. Say, for instance, I lose my job tomorrow. You think I'm going to go kill myself? I'm going to go ahead and go get this money by any means necessary. So if I have to stick you up, it's going to be that. People laughing and shit. But if I got to stick you up, I got to stick you up. But, anywho, let me get off that topic. We're going to hop on to the next one. Mother Nature wants blood.
Ooh, I have that right here too, period.
And then there was another thing that happened last night, which was in the Philippines.
Yes,
the volcano exploded.
And then there was literally like a lightning storm inside of the explosion of the volcano.
Yeah, bro.
People are not really, not everybody has, you're not obligated to be religious or whatever. I'm religious.
Why are you telling people that, man?
Because,
let them know I believe in Cthulhu.
I believe in Jesus Christ, amen. But, not everybody does. So I'm not going to push my view down your throat like that's the fact. But I'm a religious person, and this is the beginning of the end. This is the apocalypse. This isn't on the Bible. If you read the Bible, this is all explained. Like, we're acting like, what's happening? You know what's happening. But we don't want to be held accountable. People want to act like, oh, I'm just an innocent bystander. Come save me. No, like, we all affect the planet. Whether directly or indirectly, we all do. Like, Mother Nature is nothing to play with. Like, I'm already conscious that nature is more powerful and stronger than anything I could ever do, whether I have money or not. This is the only thing you have for yourself. I get it, we're trying to look for life in other places, but you don't even know that's something that you're going to obtain in your lifetime. So why are you wasting your time? Invest where you're at right now, because this is where you were placed, and this is the oxygen that you breathe. And a lot of people don't want to die. A lot of people are afraid of dying. Maybe because,
most people are selfish. That's why.
Exactly. Maybe because of their conscience, or maybe because everybody's afraid of the unknown. That's a fact. That's okay. But it's like we're all responsible for it. And sadly, now it's coming to the point where it's like, oh, okay, Mother Nature. I feel is like that. I don't want to use this analogy, but it's kind of like the only analogy that really sticks out to me right now. Are you
gonna say bitch?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know that movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez?
Ain't nobody watched that shit. Jennifer Lopez ain't even watched that.
First of all, I did. It was a really good movie.
Yeah, because she's Puerto Rican. That's why you watched it.
Tell me how many people watched Enough. Comment on the video below, please. Thank you.
Ain't nobody watched that shit.
She married the guy, and, she had the kid with him, and for a very long time, because, she was helpless. She didn't have any money. She didn't have influence like he did. She didn't probably even have any family. She took the abuse. Like, this guy was super, people who've seen the movie. And then it came a point where you have to make a decision. Am I gonna, literally stay here till this man kills me? Or, I'm gonna look next to me and I'm like, I have a whole kid. I need to make sure this person has a good life and a future and an opportunity and not grow up in the circle. So she was up. She gassed up.
So you're saying, so you're saying that
Mother Nature got tired of getting beat up by humans who is worthless next to her. She was like, why am I letting these peasants destroy me? Nah.
So I have a theory about that. Of course, you got this religious thing about it. That's the end of times and all that. But you know how many people have said it's the end of times and time has continued to go on.
Yeah,
and shit keeps getting worse because people just can't stop fucking being people. My theory is the planet is too heavy with all these waste of space
for sure.
on the planet, just eating, shitting, fucking, and making more. And the planet can't stabilize. The planet is unstable. So, to make it stable again, it's going to start doing population control. The shit that the government wants to do. But then again, I got a second theory about that. That the governments of the world are actually creating these storms and earthquakes and all that shit.
I believe that too. They're
to
not
control
creating them, but maybe enhancing them when they're happening.
Well, check this out. Say for instance, check this out. So think about Puerto Rico, right? If you cause multiple earthquakes, you're gonna cause people to get the fuck out of there. Like, they've already lost their homes. They're fucking sleeping in tents over there. They have no power. They just are fucking still recovering from the last hurricane that fucked them up bad. And then the hurricane before that. Like, even think about this. Haiti is still recovering from that fucking earthquake.
That happened like 10 years ago?
Yeah. Like, come on. They're still fucked over about that. So, think about this. I'm thinking maybe they're causing these seismic quakes just to get people out of there so they can build a fucking casino or a giant resort. I mean, it's technically U.S. territory, so they can do wherever the fuck they want to do with that.
No, speaking of
all
that,
the Puerto Ricans gonna all they have to do is move over to Detroit, Michigan. It's gonna be cold as fuck. Ain't nobody there. There's plenty of empty houses. All they gotta do is make Detroit new Puerto Rico, and they'll be straight.
Yeah, because Orlando and Kissimmee get extra full.
Well, not only because we have Puerto Ricans, we also got Brazilians, Venezuelans, Colombians, lots of English people.
I'm surprised. I like those though. They're cool.
And there was one more. New York people. There's tons of people from up north up
A lot
here.
of New Yorkers in the house.
There's an influx of people from New Jersey here also.
A lot of people from Jersey, yeah.
And it's starting to get terrible. So, anywho.
I think honestly the only thing that has kept Orlando fairly under control, even though all those type of people are moving here, is the fact that Disney World is here. Because let me tell you something. You think the government runs Florida? At least Orlando, Kissimmee area? No, Disney World runs the Orlando, Kissimmee area.
Well,
they
Disney,
own this. They run this.
Disney has their competition. You know, Universal's building that new theme park, right?
I mean, I understand that. And
it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be bigger than the two parks combined now.
It's gonna. I mean, it's probably gonna be big revenue for them, and it's gonna be a good thing for them. Good for them.
You goddamn right. It's gonna be good revenue. It's gonna bring in more people because not only. Okay, cool. Disney has Star Wars and shit. They have Avatar, but think about shit that people think about shit that people actually care about. People care about Harry Potter more than they care about Star Wars now.
True.
Right? Now, you're going to have a bunch of weebs over there because they have a Nintendo World coming. Just imagine Mario Kart in real life on a fucking track. Yeah.
I want to be there. Universal invite us. We'll review y'all.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to my theory. I'm thinking the governments of the world are creating all these natural disasters just to clear places out. Not only so we can have more food to evenly go between people, just so more money can go equally between people, but can you imagine if only 10,000 people ruled the planet, or like roamed the planet? There would be so much more better shit. Instead of, like, imagine 10,000 people spread across the world over
it will be a
billions.
lot more nature than people. I'm gonna tell you that for sure. Yeah. More nature than concrete for sure.
I mean, come on, you could actually get a real Kobe beef steak. You could get real chicken, not that shit with all the antibiotics or fucking preservatives. Yeah. Like, come on. Just imagine. Mother Nature is probably trying to help us out, but sure. I want to put this out for all the families that are affected. Not to sound just like an asshole or whatever, but I mean, if you were affected in Puerto Rico, the Philippines, Australia, wherever, bro, like, hopefully your family's made it out safe. Hopefully they're good. Yeah. Hopefully, their situations get better. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, people are out here trying anything. Like, I mean, Chris Hemsworth and a lot of celebrities donated money to Australia. Like, he donated $1 million. And then some chick, she made a whole bunch of money selling her nudes and porn, basically, just to get money for Australia. I mean, there's ways to make money out here for causes, but if Mother Nature want to, body the planet or body herself or body all her inhabitants, she gonna do it. You can't do shit to stop it. That just reminds me of, what is it, 2012. The sun was going through some weird fucking explosions on there, or some waves that caused the planet to go through these disruptions. And guess what?
No, you're talking, wait.
This is 2012. 2012, guess what? The only continent that was stable was Africa.
Motherland, the motherland.
Day after tomorrow, anything Orlando and below was safe. Everything else on top froze. Bro, that doesn't fucking make sense. You're telling me like, oh, hey, all the tropical places survived. Oh, Florida's too high, it's too close to the equator, so it won't freeze. Like, I don't know, bro. This is some goofy shit. But I'm wondering what's going on. Like, I've been looking at, seismic activity. I've been looking at volcanoes. Like, imagine if Yellowstone goes off. The U.S. is fucked.
Yep.
I mean, that blast radius is going to come all the way across the U.S. We'll still get up to, maybe 2 to 3 inches of fucking soot and what do you fucking call it? Ash. So we're still gonna get it. We'll all be wearing fucking respirators, man.
I was actually looking at a report earlier on TV on the Spanish network, and
of course,
they were talking about how these students. I don't remember what school it was right now. But these students were doing like a research. You know how they do research and stuff. And they were saying that if the temperature, like global warming, continues, like way more people are gonna die of the heat. In the 3 states, and it was they were saying due to I think it was heat flashes, heat wave, whatever. One was disease or whatever the third, and one of them was nastier. And it's gonna come to a point where I really don't think it's gonna matter whether you're royalty, whether you're president, whether you're famous, whether you're rich, whether you're poor. I don't think it's gonna matter. So all that security that you're holding yourself onto today is probably gonna mean nothing tomorrow. So I think it's time for people to really tighten up and really be aware of.
We know you from Florida. You said tighten up.
What's really going on around you.
Right.
Speaking of. Because I thought this was really outrageous.
What's that?
So apparently, Justin Bieber released a song called Yummy. That was like his comeback music after I don't know how many years. And I guess Boo Boo was upset because he didn't make it to number 1, or his song didn't debut on number 1 or whatever. And The Box by, what was his name?
Roddy Ricch or something like that.
Okay, go listen to it because it's actually a pretty catchy song. His song hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And I guess Justin Bieber went on Instagram and he was putting a lot of things, basically trying to get people to push him to number 1. And like, what do people have to do? Like, oh, buy my song multiple times, this and that. And with that, it's not that I care about Justin Bieber or the actual songs or the actual drama in itself. It's irrelevant. But this is my thing. How entitled or how, these celebrities or these people with money and power feel or think about themselves, that they actually put expectations on the world and they expect people to follow them. Like, he basically told their fans, make me number 1 because I have to be number 1. Like, what happened to you actually putting out a body of work that matters, that's important, that you put your heart and soul into, and then put it out there? And if it was successful, then amen, you enjoyed that with the people that supported you. And if it wasn't, then oh well, maybe people didn't like it. As long as you liked it, it's okay with you. And if not, then maybe you need to go back and reevaluate what it is that you're talking about, or the people that you have around you doing the work for you. Because most of these celebrities, they don't write their music, or they, it's other people doing it for them. Even if they say, oh yeah, I did the whole thing by myself. You probably didn't.
Yeah.
So, I was just like, I honestly don't want to like be a fan of anybody anymore. And I mean, I've never been really like a big fan of people. I'm more a fan of the work or the character, never of people. But seeing this, it's just like, how do we idolize people? Like,
I don't see how people idolize people anyway.
We're just creating like egos, and it's like, I know there's a lot of people
creating false gods.
Exactly. And I know there's a lot of people who are successful and they still manage to be at least humble enough, to like not think that they're greater than life, and still have a good relationship with their fans and still put out good work. But there's most of these people, they're very self-entitled. Like, people are not obligated to like your stuff, You're not always gonna, even Rihanna, who's like amazing, not all her songs are amazing. Like, most of her songs are really good. But I can name you probably like 2 or 3 songs that were not it. That's okay. It's not obligated that you're going to have to be number 1. You're always going to be successful. You're always going to be relevant. No, like, nobody owes you nothing. Nobody's obligated to make you nothing. You either have it or you don't. And sometimes you're gonna have it, and sometimes you're not gonna have it. It's not gonna be you're always gonna have it. So that's the point. We live in a society that people need these validations. People need these things to happen for them. And if it doesn't happen, you have to make it happen for me. I don't have to do shit for you.
I mean, that's also like the things where like people are offered movie roles and they turn it down because they think it's fucking stupid. And it becomes the biggest fucking movie of all time.
Ever, exactly.
And then they go back like, man, I wish I would have took that. Like, you have some people.
I said no because they were asking me for too many things, or the director wasn't good. No, you were stupid.
Yeah.
You, and now look at you.
See, they could always be Samuel Jackson or Nicolas Cage who don't turn down shit.
But they make everything pop.
Yeah. I mean, Samuel Jackson has over 100 plus movies under his belt. I think I was watching an interview with that, but he has more to come. This dude's almost 70.
And he work every day of his life. I bet you that.
Like, come on, man. He stays working. I mean,
But that's the thing. I think people reach a certain type of like fame or whatever where they feel like, they're good enough. So now I pick what I want to do or what.
I'm too good to do this.
Exactly. Which, I get you giving yourself like validation and maybe setting boundaries for yourself of what you're willing or not willing to do. But I also believe that there's no role good enough. Like, I'm too good for this. Like, there's no role that's too good for you. Like, no, like it's not.
Right.
You're not like God. You're really not. So like, I get it. You're not wanting to do something because maybe it didn't call your attention, but not because it wasn't good enough for you. Like there's no such thing as that. We're all the same, and there's nothing that makes you greater than me. That I can't do that because I'm too good. But maybe you could do it.
Right.
Like, we're still the same person. And I'm probably gonna do better than you doing.
Speaking of movies, the Morbius movie trailer was dropped.
The who?
Morbius. So Morbius is a vampire from like the Spider-Man lore, but of course Jared Leto is going to be playing Morbius, Michael Morbius. So, once you see the trailer was released. Now I noticed this: once shit gets like leaked, then they're forced to drop the trailer. So that makes you imagine how long they were sitting on the trailer for. But they probably took the whole movie, just pieced it together, and then bam, 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 and show you the best parts, and then But sorry, it's made by Sony, so it's going to be in the same universe as Spider-Man, the current Spider-Man right now.
So is this like a comic type of movie?
Yeah. So basically, Morbius is like, he has a rare blood disease. He's basically dying. He's trying to find a way to cure himself, mostly with like vampire bats and shit. And then he ends up, getting all these powers and shit. He looks normal, and then eventually he starts thirsting for blood. And he's just trying to find a way to cure himself. I think in the old Spider-Man show, I think he was trying to cure his sister or his girlfriend. Something. He was trying to cure somebody, but he ended up fucking himself up. And he has like this weird ass booty nose. Like, it's funny as shit. But the fact that they're gonna pull it off, like if they pulled off Spider-Man, these last 3 Spider-Man movies well, and Venom did so fucking good. Like,
I actually saw it. It was good.
Like, come on, they're gonna do amazing with this Morbius movie, and especially they got Jared Leto. Jared Leto's a really good actor.
Academy Award-winning actor.
So I mean, not only did he play the Joker, which a lot of people were skeptical about,
He
but
did really good.
Speaking of that, let me get off topic really quick.
Joaquin Phoenix is nominated for Academy Award for leading actor for the new Joker.
Yeah,
which is a whole completely different outlook on the Joker.
But speaking of which, they said that Jared Leto's Joker will not show up in the new Harley Quinn movie.
I heard that too.
Yeah, so it almost speculates like she killed him in this movie, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anywho, let's get, since we're talking about Morbius and it's kind of like a creepy movie and shit, let's talk about these creepy videos on YouTube. Like, what's the creepiest shit you've seen on YouTube so far?
Like creepy scary?
Creepy scary, or creepy like as in, like, I can't believe somebody fucking did this on the internet, or like there's a there's like a mukbanger called Kate Yup, and people are speculating that she's kidnapped and that she's being forced to eat food. Like, people see bruises on her. They say she has a busted lip. When the person who's uploading videos, like, yeah, they're talking about her in the third person and shit. And then, like, sometimes in the captions, whenever she has, like, something, like, under her, like, because she doesn't talk in the videos, but she has, like, you know, words scroll apart, and some of the letters are capitalized. So one was, like, SOS. So, like, it was, like, subject, and then later it was, like, object, and then it was another subject. But the S was capitalized, the O was capitalized here, and the S was capitalized here. And the last one, I think she posted, it spelled out help. So, like, all the letters were perfectly fine, and then there was a capital H, and then a little bit later on, there was a capital E, and then so on and so on, LP. But, yeah, people on her YouTube, there's no email to contact, there's no Google account, well, I mean, technically, you have to have a Google account to get fucking YouTube, but there's no way to reach her. Like, even on Reddit, there's like...
Is she American or is she overseas?
No one can tell. Yeah. So people are trying to find out who the fuck she is because she wears a mask. But, like, she eats mostly, like, seafood and shit. But she's like a small framed girl who can fucking down that size table of seafood. Like, and this is like raw seafood. These are like fucking octopus legs, fucking whole salmon, like shrimp, everything you name seafood wise, she will down that shit. And it seems like they starved her before they fed her. Like, say for instance, like, she used to upload, I think, daily and then weekly, and then now it's monthly. So I think maybe she's building up this whole conspiracy shit about her, but she's saying that, yeah, the bump on my lip is herpes and all this type of shit. It's like weird shit, bro, but you can look at her arms, they're all bruised the fuck up, and yeah, she eats like she hasn't eaten in forever. So whenever you guys get the chance, watch those.
This is not true,
yeah.
And if it is, I hope the police and the authorities can really get on that real quick and set everything straight. Really, let us know what's going on because.
Have you not seen any creepy shit on YouTube, bro?
I've seen a lot of creepy stuff, but it's kind of
like what you should watch is like those creepy YouTube compilations. Like, I think the dude, his name is Chills. He's like, he has like this weird way of talking, which is creepier.
Oh, I know
already.
A lot of those though.
So like, say for instance, I can go.
Like that guy that does everything on cheese, but he's so weird. He's creepy.
Oh, you're talking about Nom Nom Sammy Boy? Yeah. So what I'm talking about is like
Not feeling him.
the dude Chills. Like, say for instance, I'll talk to you and I'll go, "Hey man, yeah, I really enjoyed eating dinner. It was cool. I'll see you again." He'll go, "I really enjoyed eating dinner and seeing you next time will be cool." Yeah. Like, just imagine, but he's narrating these stories, which makes it even creepier. So like, Chills is one that kind of reviews those. There's one called Mr. Darkness, and there's another one I forgot. It's like Evo something.
There's also a lot of YouTubers that do like the whole conspiracy theory stories, or they go like, how did this happen? Or
yeah, but a lot of those channels got closed down too.
I know,
like,
I realized
like when
that.
YouTube was attacking like conspiracy theorists and review channels, like the people that would sit there and they would just review another person's compilation or review someone's review, like
or even like
YouTube
videos and stuff.
YouTube had an agenda on taking shit down.
Of course.
But yeah, these creepy things will actually give you insight on like fucked up shit on the internet, man. And it's crazy. Like, imagine like footage. There was a case that happened here in 2013. I think it happened in Miami or something, between like a Hispanic couple, and the guy basically went on Facebook and he was posting like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill my wife. I'm going to jail. I love you guys. Blah blah blah." And he made the post, and then the next post after that was her dead body, like fucking folded over. So then you see the video footage from their apartment, they get in an argument and shit, and then he goes to his bedroom, goes get the gun, unloads it, and then he goes back, puts the gun back, takes a picture of her body, uploads it to Facebook, goes change his clothes, and turns himself into the police. It's fucking crazy. But the fact that her dead body was posted on his Facebook, like, there's tons of people out here doing crazy shit, and they post it on social media.
This is the thing.
Because you know what? They want to leave something behind. They want to leave something behind. They want to be known for something. It's almost like, okay, I realize my life is kind of useless and I'm not going to really be remembered, but you're going to fucking remember my name. You're going to remember my face.
Shit, yeah?
Like, clearly, I can name, like, I can tell you about, okay, you remember the Miami zombie case?
Oh, yeah. I lived in Miami. Actually, did I live in Miami still when that happened? Not sure. Probably still did.
That was, like, the bath salt shit.
Yeah, and they wanted to say it was marijuana, like, no.
Yeah, exactly. So, I could clearly say that, and then anyone in Florida would be like, oh, yeah, I remember that. The dude bit off the dude's face and all that shit, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Then you mention something that happened in 10 Buck fucking 2 in Arkansas, and you're like, I don't know about this. But when I was watching the compilation today, I was like, oh man, shit, I remember that. Mm-hmm. And then the other person I was watching it with, my wife, she was like, because I don't want my wife to watch it. She was like, who the fuck is the other person? So I was watching it with my wife, and she was like, she remembered a case that happened where this father and the stepmother were abusing this child who was like clearly autistic and shit, but they would fucking like put him in a pool, submerge him in water, and he ended up starving to death.
He was chained outside, right? Something like that?
Yeah. I remember that. So he ended up starving to death eventually.
The family, did I tell you? Who told me about this? It was probably my friend. This mom and dad had like 12 kids, and they kept them all locked inside of the house, under inhumane conditions. Yeah. They would like chain them, and the thing is, like the neighbors always felt like there was something weird with the family, but because they acted so normal, like they would bring them out and dress them to take pictures, but the people started to notice, like, oh, the kids look, they look like they look
malnourished,
well. Like, what is going on? And then I don't know. I think one of them escaped. Finally. And he kind of, I don't know if it was a he or she. I think it was one of the girls. She escaped, and she was able to get them help. And then, literally, they had kids from, like, probably 5 years old to, like, 20-something, almost 30 years old. Yeah. And, like, these kids, they didn't know how to read. They didn't know how to write. Barely spoke, coherent. Like, and the thing is, like, now, because we searched them up afterwards, like, what happened to these people? Yeah. Like, obviously, now they're, they've gotten help, and they're going through systems and stuff like that. But it's like, this is a 20-something-year-old person. Like, they're already effed up so much in the head. Right. Not everybody's the same. Some people are really strong and overcoming things and trauma. And, like, hey, props to you. God made you a strong soldier. Oh, yeah. But not everybody is strong mind or strong will. So, like, this person, probably who could have had a great future, a great life opportunity, you just took that from them. Yeah. Mind you, now they're getting help. They're probably going to get compensation. It's going to help them. But, like, who knows? Maybe this person, because of the trauma they lived to, now they're going to turn around and do it to somebody else. Yeah. And it's so scary. Like, we live in a world like that. I get a stranger to a stranger because, you don't owe that person nothing. But your own children, your own family, like, what's, And I mean, let me not talk ish because we don't know where we're going to end up in life. And I pray, I'm not going to because I'm very superstitious. I pray to God,
The table is wood, bro.
No, this is light on fake stuff.
Whatever.
But I just really hope that we never go through anything like that. But yeah, it's crazy. People are crazy. The world is crazy, and I honestly feel like the police and the government and the people that have access to all of this, instead of worrying about who's smoking weed or who's talking about the Kardashians or who's talking about this and that, be out hunting for these people. You obviously have access to it. Be out there. If somebody writes on social media, I'm gonna do so, believe them. Go search that. Look it up. Yeah. Oh, they're just being funny. No, I wouldn't. me as a normal person that I would like to think I'm a normal person,
Right.
I wouldn't think going on social media and writing that is funny. I don't consider that to be like funny.
Yeah.
So if somebody's writing this, being for real. The Gypsy Rose case that they even did a Hulu series about it. The act about the mom that her whole life made the girl think that she was, and then she turned around and had her boyfriend kill her and stuff like that. Like I saw the show, and I mean they said that the show was over sensationalized. What is it? What is the word? Sensational, like it was over
they just added some extra shit in there.
But I also saw the documentary before that, which like was actually done, and it's like she was a good kid, and she really loved her mom, and she really wanted, but that lady pushed her to the point where she really wanted to kill her. And the funny thing is, she went on social media, and she made her boyfriend go on social media and like act like it was him, and he. Like they were like, oh, I'm gonna kill this bitch, I'm gonna do this, blah 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 blah, and then like he actually did it. I mean, he had already done it.
Right.
I think when he wrote those messages.
He killed the girl or the mom?
The mom, but they were like, oh, because they wanted to make it seem like he would she got kidnapped, and whoever kidnapped her killed the mom.
Right.
But she was in on it the whole time. She was the orchestrator actually.
Right.
So, yeah, and they went on social media. Because she liked the whole Facebook thing. You know, she was so innocent. Like, you have to see it. And it's like, people really be out there publicizing their stuff on social media.
Course.
Like, it's really a thing.
Yeah, you have people that, say, for instance, like I said, they want to be remembered because their lives are so small and unimportant. But to leave something behind in the history books, like these mass shooters or these bombers or these fucking what do you call them, these arsons, they want to go out, even fucking the people that do things to kill children. I can't even fucking say that, because that's some terrible shit. But people like to put shit out just to be remembered.
No conscience whatsoever.
As long as my name can be in the history books, that's all I care about. That's not fucking cool, man. If you want to be remembered, go do something for the fucking environment.
Or for the world, for other people.
Like, come on. Go do it the right way. Like, honestly,
and that's coming from a person that doesn't care about nobody. So if him
Jeez.
is becoming a little humanitarian, you need to be out there being a humanitarian.
Honestly, I think, once I get back on track, I think for the future, at least, for all generations coming up, or, you know what? Fuck it. Sometime within the next 10 years, they should make everybody on the planet do a mandatory 3 to 5 year Earth cleanup. Like, just go around and clean shit up. Like, hey, all right, cool. We got you on duty in this country here. Go fucking clean up.
Have mandatory.
Well, not only that, but you have like countries that you have to do mandatory 2 to 5 years of serving the military. Like in Korea, there was a Tekken player. I forgot his name. I think it was JCDR or whatever. He was like the best Tekken player in the world. He stopped playing Tekken so he can go off and do the military shit for Korea and South Korea. I think that everybody should do mandatory environmental work. Like, you can go, oh man, that's not cool and all that, but you'll appreciate your planet better. You can fucking clean up the ozone
and realize that
you can make sure animals come out. And it's like, there's some things I agree with like those vegans and all they bullshit that they talk about, but I care about the animals because I like to eat animals, right? Check that out. I care about animals because I care about animals because they are some people's family members. I care about animals because they destroy other animals to prevent them from bothering me. Like, come on. Why would I want to kill a spider when it can easily kill another insect in the house that's gonna fucking annoy me, like a mosquito or a roach? Exactly. My dad right now, he has 2 cats and they fuck with mice. Come on.
I bet you he ain't got no mice in his house though.
I bet you he won't see none because they'll play with that motherfucker to death.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I think people should be. It should be mandatory to do environmental work.
Yeah, we should be all.
At least 3 to 5 years. I think people would appreciate shit more
and
if
understand it.
yeah.
Too.
And talking about that, how it should be mandatory, we lost 4 viewers, which is some funny ass shit. But come on, bro, like you need to care about the planet that you stay in. You ain't gonna have a dirty ass house. I mean, there's plenty of people with dirty ass houses, but you ain't gonna have a dirty ass house and then bring somebody over to kick it in it. Mm-mm. Hell no. You gotta make sure your house, which is the planet, is clean.
Sensible.
You want to leave something for your generations to come.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want to leave a fucking planet that is just full of shit?
Or like all these people having kids, what world are you bringing your kids into?
Exactly.
Like you're not, like you care? You don't even care that this is the shit that your kids are going to grow up
I can
with?
understand you having like 1 or 2 offspring. Because, and I call it offspring. I ain't calling them kids until, they actually kids. But you can have 1 or 2 offspring, right? Check this out. The people that's going out there having multiple children with multiple women, all you're doing is overpopulating the planet.
For no reason.
Like, cool, you creating pussy for somebody in the future. You creating dick for somebody in the future. But you also creating another mouth to feed and another ass to wipe up. Like, come on, bro, like...
And most of the people having all these kids don't even take the responsibility upon themselves. They want the government to do it. So now you're adding more people for the government to have to take care of, which means more people, that means more money out of our checks so the government can take care of these people. And I'm not saying everybody, but most people.
And the whole thing is you have a lot of people that are raised to take advantage of that shit.
Exactly.
Like, hey, it's free money. It's free money, man.
Okay,
I'm not saying it's just ethnic people. I'm not just saying it's white.
You know how you realize that? Of course, when it's tax season.
Of course.
That's when you really realize, like, people, I'm like, you really had these kids just for this? Just for this?
If I wanted to hustle, I'll hustle 10 bitches right now. I'll get them all pregnant when the baby come out. I'm collecting my $3,000 for each child. That's crazy.
So sad.
Boy, if I could collect $3,000 per child, 10 children, come on now.
But I think it's a limit. After 4 kids, it doesn't count.
If the bitch claim the kid on taxes and give me the $3,000, I'm good. That's what dudes out there think. Yo, I'm gonna get that tax money. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure it's good. I made them sound like that, but they don't always sound like that.
Sometimes I sound like this.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and make the kid with you,
Give me that tax money.
Right. Anyways, well.
Speaking of tax season is coming around, so you're gonna see a whole bunch of these people around.
Yeah, people gonna have these cars and shit.
Like this is what doesn't add up.
It's tax season, and so is repossessions.
This is what doesn't add up to me. How is it possible that you haven't worked a day in your whole year, haven't provided anything to society, but because you have 4 kids and you live off of Section 8, you get to file taxes, and then you get like $12,000 back.
See, I don't understand that.
But then people who work their butts off the whole year.
Oh, they get them taxes raped out of
You
ass.
get nothing.
Can you imagine?
Nothing.
Can you imagine making?
If you don't work, you don't deserve to have taxes.
Sorry. Speaking of which, the more you
Unless
make,
you're like a retired veteran or something get your money, but
the more you make, the more taxes they take out.
I know.
I mean, I can understand that with like
Rich
all
people.
these rich people and shit.
Exactly.
But you worked your ass off to make not even $30,000 a year, and you only getting back $500 to $1,000 back for the whole year. How many taxes did y'all niggas take out? 11,000. Shit. It's the biggest hustle ever.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you know what? I can give you a percentage of the shit we took out.
Also, the government is a mafia, and I feel like for the things that they have to be gangsters about, they're not, and the things that they really shouldn't even put their nose in, they're all over the place. Because like they think you're okay with giving free money to these freeloaders, you're okay with that, but then your working man, your working American, that are the people that provide for your country and make your country proud, You want to take everything from them?
Yeah.
You don't want to give them anything back?
That's every government, man.
But not every country does taxes. We're the more.
They
and
do
you know how many
they do
people
taxes, but they'll do it in a certain way
in
where
a
you
different
won't
way,
know.
exactly. But but in Puerto Rico, they don't get taxes. A lot of Puerto Ricans come here so they could do the little taxes and then go back.
Nigga, Puerto Rico's a territory, and you tell me they don't pay taxes over there?
They pay taxes, but they don't have the right to file taxes.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Thank you.
Nah, hey, y'all better tax Puerto Rico while they
We
down.
can't even vote for the president. You can vote if you live in the States. But you live in Puerto Rico, you can't vote for the president. You only get to vote for whoever's going to be governor.
What kind of cocker spaniel bullshit is that? Hey, man, fix that shit.
Thank you.
I mean, Hawaii can vote.
Well, Hawaii's a state.
I know they're a state, but
They're all the way over there. They ain't affected by none of this.
That's goofy shit, man.
Yeah.
Listen, anyways,
But,
what you got next? Because I'm falling asleep.
Well, you're going to love this one. Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori Harvey, she went from, and I guess I didn't even know who this girl is, but every day she pops up on my feed, so I need somebody to tell me what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know
Apparently
shit about
she dated Diddy's Sean Combs or P. Diddy or Puff Daddy or Diddy or whoever, however you remember him as.
Yeah.
She dated his son, then she dated him, and now she's dating Future. Mind you, this all happened in the span. I don't know how long ago she dated the son. But I remember her with him, and this was like 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's with Future.
Well, that's probably what Steve Harvey deserves. His little precious daughter getting 3 rapper dicks within a span of 5 years. Less than 5
I wouldn't
years.
even say a year.
That's disgusting. I mean, it's more disgusting that you fuck a son and then his father. But
But the
hey,
thing is,
if she get a
do
baby
you think
out
she's
of
doing it for money, which I don't want to think, because your parents are successful.
maybe
so you're not lacking.
maybe she being rebellious, man.
Or I mean, but this is the thing.
Listen, she went to Future, who got 1 million baby mamas anyways.
But that's what I'm saying. People always want to, like, when, you know, I'm not saying what she's doing is wrong, because, you know, she's free to do her life whatever she wants.
Yeah, it's
But I'm just
2020.
saying,
You can't tell a
when
bitch what
women
the
do
fuck
this
to
type of
do.
things, the media and celebrities, or whoever, or people of the world, they always want to label them as just certain types of people.
Yeah.
Maybe she wants to mess with these people.
Yeah,
She's
maybe
young, she has no kids.
Yeah.
Like I said, her parents are successful. She has wealth
Maybe
behind
she's
her.
bored.
Exactly. She just want to be out there, you know, bouncing her in on
Listen,
whoever she wants.
young bitches get bored for no reason.
So
You heard that Ariana Grande song
I don't
last
get
year.
why they're labeling her though. Like, don't label people because you don't know what she got going on. Maybe she pimping them all.
Maybe.
You know? Like,
Look, pussy is not free in 2020. It was not free in 2019.
It wasn't free
It
in
definitely was
2018.
not in 18, 17, 16, all that shit.
So the beginning of the
Pussy's
world.
not free. She getting something out of it. He getting a little bit of nut off. That's all. But I mean, I'm pretty sure by the end of the year she'll be with somebody else because Future don't really.
He don't last with nobody.
He don't love these bitches.
He still loves Sierra.
What you talking about? That's just the last baby mama, I think. He don't give a shit.
No, she's not his last with him.
But yeah, what was the next part? Steve Harvey, that nigga wore a wig forever.
I never knew it was a wig. I
Yeah.
literally thought it was like his actual
That shit
hair.
looked like a microphone cover.
Royalty, which I have a couple of things about royalty.
Mm-hmm.
Meghan and Harry obviously moving out of the palace, they're now gonna live in Canada, which is funny because their first option was LA. But it didn't, I guess, I don't know, for some reason they just told them no, you can't do LA, so they have to settle for Canada.
I wouldn't fucking move to LA if I was royal.
But that's what they wanted though.
But that'd be fucking crazy. Can you imagine like them just moving to LA and then you royal and everybody just treat you normal and shit? Like I
But
mean
that's what they want.
people would want that so they can raise that child normal, but I mean you're gonna go to Canada.
He's
like,
not gonna be normal though. Like even if they're trying to have as much of a normal life as possible, I actually feel that now that they did this, it's gonna be even more attention on them and even more media and paparazzi.
I wouldn't have
and
even
everybody in
told
their
people
life.
where
You
the
know what
fuck I'm
saying?
moving. I just pop up where I pop up.
But that's the thing. Like, this is the thing. That doesn't add up to me. I'm not saying that they're not doing this for the right reasons.
He
Only
doing
they
it for
know what
her.
they're
That's
doing.
it.
But that's what I'm saying. Only they know what
Listen,
they're doing.
remember what I told
But
you?
if you were really trying to be a normal person, all of these moves would have been made in silence. and then one day y'all were just on like a little press. Hey, we're out. We got a normal life. Thank you for the
I
support.
wouldn't have
God
told
bless
people
you
shit.
later.
I would have
And
left them.
pushing.
I would have left them.
Everything is still televised. Everything is still out there. So there's nothing of this that's really you trying to.
Well, remember her career about to take off. She about to be in everything, man.
I know.
Yeah.
She didn't have a career. I mean, she did little things here and there, but it's not like she had the career.
Nigga, don't she got a whole story?
Now she has the career.
Don't she got a story documenting her life, playing herself?
Well, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I think it's on Lifetime. Look that shit up. She has a Lifetime movie about herself, starring as herself. And I don't think the Prince is in it, but it's some goofy ass nigga that's playing him. So yeah, she got what was it? I think it's some black dude playing her dad or some shit, or was that on? Nigga, I don't give a shit.
So I mean, this is the thing. to begin with, I don't mean this to disrespect the royal people, because I mean they're people. Like, I respect you as a person, but my thing is, like, I never understood, and I will never understand how we put these people on pedestals, like the kings and the queens and the duchess and the. Who are you? You're a person just like me.
Yeah, you
breathe just like me.
Eat shit, sleep,
because
somebody
wanted to put a crown on your head, and they wanted, oh, you live in this house and you have this last name. You're the most. Yeah. You're a person just like me. Yeah. At the end of the day, they don't even have political power, because the parliament, which is our version of Congress, is what runs the country. They're just like the image of the country.
Yep. And they big, fat, greasy motherfuckers too.
You're a person. And the thing is, their government maintains them. These people don't really work, because all they do is, like, go to public events, put a little bows, put a little tree, like, take photo ops, do a little big balls.
Walk around with your dog and shit.
You don't really do nothing.
Wear a bunch of church lady clothes. So,
like, you're a person just like me. So the whole royal thing to me has always been like
some goofy shit.
Yeah, goofy on goofy.
But I'll tell you a few. Maybe in the late 80s, early 90s, Princess Diana had came out and said her and her family are from Mars, nigga. Like, it's some funny ass shit.
Yeah. She always wanted to be normal too, and I think that's probably what her son agreed. I mean, we don't really know who decided to do what, who said what, who agreed on what, who made the decisions.
Well,
but whatever maybe he really is trying to have a normal life like his mom wasn't able to.
Maybe he's trying to have a safe life. Because
of course,
Diana
basically was killed by the media.
No, nigga, she was killed by her own people.
I know,
but check this out. Because she was supposed to be with, what was that, the Charles nigga, right?
A prince, like a Arabian prince or something?
No. I'm not talking about him. That's the nigga she was cheating with. She was cheating with this dude. She already had this nigga on the side. But why would you want to put a brown nigga in parliament or in royalty? What you mean? This was the 90s. Niggas is still racist to this day. Why would you want to dilute your bloodline and put some nigga blood in there? They ain't gonna do that shit. That's why he don't want to be royal no more, because he trying to protect his wife and himself. Because he already seen what they did to his mama, man.
Not only that, like, for example, supposedly, like, okay, they were saying that she was going to expose them to Oprah. Like, everybody's saying everything, and this and the third. The queen made a statement, and everybody was expecting the queen to go off. First of all, that lady's not going to go off, because she knows that the world is going to, like, not support her, because people are, they're supporting this little family.
She on her third nigga heart, so she...
But let me ask you this. If she would have been white, like, because she's half white, she's still white, but, people want to raise her, she's black. If she were fully white, do you think they would have gotten the response from the fans? Because these people have fans, even though they don't do nothing, like other people would. From the royal family and from the media, do you think it would have been the same thing?
Probably. I mean, times are different. Honestly, what they're doing right now is destroying the white man. The straight white male is getting destroyed.
They were saying that they're trying to do it as fast as they can, because then it's gonna. Because you know how we talked about that royalty pays for their expenses. Yeah. So them removing themselves from that, they're gonna basically have to maintain themselves. Yeah, which she already got a voice deal with Disney. Yeah. And I don't know what he's gonna be doing, but
listen, he got his inheritance. He probably gonna cash out on that, and then keep it moving.
But they're saying, like, it's not convenient for royalty to say anything, because then it's gonna be like, So you guys really can make a living out of your own, and the government doesn't have to pay for you. Why does the country have to maintain you if you can make money for yourself?
Well, royalty came up with that shit. So
you get what I'm saying?
Nigga,
so
it's Godfather
so
dead.
There's so many things around this whole just being a royal. Like, are they really genuinely doing this because they want to have a normal life? Is there a hidden agenda?
Right.
Is, you know, the royal family? How? Because right now everything is good and peaceful, but you don't know. Let me tell you, Queen Elizabeth is a real OG gangster. That lady is a gangster. That's where y'all get her messed up. She's a cute little old lady queen. You have to understand, this woman has been the queen since, like, what? Before even our grandparents were born? Because this lady's going on 100 real soon. So, she a gangster. You think that woman doesn't have every step calculated? Boy, bye. She's the only one I believe out of all of them, too.
Yeah. Anyways, well, what's your next subject?
Well, I mean, conspiracy theory.
I just gave you one, man.
I'm gonna give you another one, and you actually gave me this one, but I wrote it down. And
Go
I
ahead. What's the conspiracy? Oh yeah, shit. So we gonna go ahead and close it up on this one, right?
Yes, we are.
All right. So I believe they're putting sickness, like, you know, common cold or flu or any of that shit in your frozen meals, in your processed foods.
Canned foods.
Just because I'm going to give you a little test. So I want to say months ago, I was eating clean and I took like vacation or whatever, right? So I was like, hey, man, you know what? I haven't had one of those frozen macaroni dinners in forever. So,
Was
you know,
it
I got to...
Arm & Hammer?
Arm & Hammer's detergent, boy. I'm not going to name the company.
Oh.
Because they might come out and try to put a hit on me. So, anyway, I was like, let me get one of those frozen macaroni deals, man. Shit, let me go ahead and get on one of those. So, I was off for basically almost, what was it, three weeks I was out?
Yeah,
I was out for 3 I was out for 3 weeks. I ain't have no interactions with no people. I barely made physical contact with my family, my dog, anybody or whatever. I barely even seen my friends. So I ate the frozen dinner and got sick that same day. Like, where the fuck did I get the common cold from? It had to be from the frozen dinner, man. Listen, man, it had to be from the frozen dinner. Like, it couldn't have been from nowhere else.
I believe so too, because, like, I mean, I eat like frozen little TV dinners, place, whatever. Not like a lot, but, you know, constantly, because, you know, I'm on the go. I work a lot, so it's like that's just the fastest thing to get in the microwave and go. And it's true, because, like, when you eat like a home cooked meal, you might feel like stuff, or your stomach might, because you had a lot of food, you gotta use the bottom of the third. But the sensation you get, I don't know if this has happened to you. The sensation you get when you're done eating like a frozen food or a canned food, when it settles into your stomach, is completely different from when you eat like regular food that you cook from scratch at your house, and you like it settles in your stomach. It's a completely different feeling. So I agree. You could tell that there's just something that's mechanically not going on correctly in your body, as opposed to like you making something from scratch.
Yeah, it's
Tell us what you guys think about that.
It's some bullshit that they're putting in the food, man. And honestly, I think they're putting all types of extra antibiotics and biotics and fucking illnesses in the food. That way, as soon as you eat the shit and you say, oh man, I really love that Baskin Robbins. I'm going to say Baskin Robbins because when I go home, I know for sure Google is going to tell me, hey, Baskin Robbins is open until midnight tonight. So you can go ahead and get you one of them 31 flavors tonight. Because honestly, like, check this out.
Where's Baskin Robbins here?
Down the street. Anyways, listen. So what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to stay on topic because I'm tired of shit. What I'm trying to say is, you're gonna eat something, you're gonna be sick. They already got the product waiting for you.
To make you feel
So,
better.
hey, you can go ahead and get some of this Vicks Vapor Rub, or you can get some of this Vicks.
Don't have Vicks though.
No, because Vicks got the cough syrup now, so it goes down cool. It's pretty dope. It's legit. But anywho, it's only legit because they already fucking poisoned you to be sick. Like, when motherfuckers go do these flu shots, Do you know they shooting the flu into you already?
That's what I'm saying.
People, you know how many people have died from the flu this year?
From having the flu shot.
Nigga, like, you're getting injected with the flu.
The thing is, when you
I've never had a flu shot in my life.
Why did when I was a little behind?
Hell no, man, no.
The thing is, when you go to the doctors, you know when we used to go to school, you had to have certain shots to be able to go to school.
Yeah, but that shit's poison too.
Shots, like flu shots and shots, whatever, those are all experiments.
Yeah.
They're experimenting on
And
you.
I might sound like one of them anti-vaxxer motherfuckers or the pro-vaxxer, whatever it is, but they have extra shit that they inject in you. So later on in life, you're going to be sitting at your dinner table and you're going to fucking die from brain aneurysm or a heart attack or a stroke, or your dick going to fall off and you're going to fall into the soup and drown. They already got it planned out. It's the perfect hit.
Mm-hmm.
They be like,
it's
all right,
silent hit.
So we going to inject this much mercury and all this dog semen or whatever the fuck it is, and he going to die at 58. Watch. They're going to play the shit at my funeral when I die at 58. And they will be like, oh shit, he told us about this. Let's do something about it. Nigga, it's too late.
The planet allows us to make it.
It's
that
fucking
far.
too late. Y'all should have did this 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Or 20 years ago in that case. So, yeah, but, hey man, I just tell people, like, if you're going to eat processed foods, make sure you get healthy. Make sure you try to make enough money to where you can get up off that shit. Mm-hmm. If you can go out and raise your own chickens and butcher them motherfuckers, you can go ahead and do it. Yeah, but otherwise, stop drinking milk. If you're going to drink milk, go get you some almond milk. Or some skim milk or whatever. That shit coming from a cow is nothing but fucking pus. Mm-hmm. It's poison. Don't drink that shit. Fucking purified water is bullshit too. It has sodium bicarbonate in it. All that does is cause you to have fucking diarrhea. You're going to see a lot of people with diarrhea, bro. Like, once I stopped drinking purified water, dude, I was off the diarrhea train. Fucking the cup noodles are causing people to have fucking heart issues. I just ate a cup and I just fucking remembered it. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta go work out.
Be what you preach.
Yeah, but anyways, this has been an episode of the fucking show. We got some more episodes coming up next week.
We are working on the process of uploading our videos on YouTube. We have, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes up. However, we shot a couple that you guys probably saw on the Facebook's live, but they haven't been uploaded to YouTube yet, but those will go up as the week goes on. So hopefully we'll have all the episodes like up to date, including this one. That's the latest one we've done on our YouTube channel. Like always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media. This is Valerie.
And RP Killer.
And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Deuces.